Well, everyone, one of the most ridiculous and drama-fueled reality TV shows is back.
We did not have sex.
But he told me that you came at him, that you, the first second you saw him, you like wrapped your legs around him and you literally said the words like that you manipulated him.
We're back! Yeah! The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 3 is here, featuring our next Bachelorette, Taylor Frankie Paul, who, by the way, is currently filming her season and forcing Jesse Palmer to do TikTok dances. Oh yeah, twerk it, girl. I'm talking about Jesse Palmer, by the way. But yes, Secret Lives has returned, and it just about immediately gets wild. So, if you're not familiar with the show, this whole thing falls around a group of women called Momtok. Basically, a bunch of Mormon influencers who got into a big sex scandal and now are on TV. And where things left off last season, by the way, be sure to check out my previous video on that for the full details, but to sum up, Taylor here is the leader of Momtok. However, there was an attempted coup by Demi that failed, and now everyone hates Demi. Also, people thought Demi was having an affair with a guy named Marciano from the show Vanderpump Villa, but turns out he's now saying the affair was actually with Jesse here. Oh, and also, like, half the cast is pregnant. Macy here, pregnant. Michaela here, pregnant. Jen here, pregnant. Pretty much everyone
is pregnant!
But okay, if you're in a daze trying to keep track of all these Mormfluencers from Utah, don't worry. I'll try to keep things focused on the main plot points. Plus, I'll be cutting this season in half and doing 2 videos, as that's all I can fit into my schedule right now. So really, all you need to focus on is the cheating scandal stuff. And as the season begins, it's a pretty bad time for a huge Momtok scandal to come crashing into the group, as the Momtok Council of Master Influencers has shattered since last season. I mean, there are like 4 left right now, cause Taylor's taking time off to go on a therapy retreat, Jen here is also on a break and currently living in Arizona, Madison here is not in Momtok right now, she's awaiting a vote from the rest of the group to see if she's actually going to be in, and Whitney here, well, she was a villain in season 1 and was trying to get back in with Momtok in season 2, but since has left the show due to a contract dispute.
Whitney apparently didn't want more money. She wanted tickets to the Oscars and a scripted role in another TV show.
Ah, interesting demands. Needless to say, she's now no longer a part of the show. Instead, she's jumped ship with supervillain Demi, who also didn't get a new contract as she wanted 3 times more money than everyone else, allegedly, and that didn't happen. So yeah, the gang is fractured. And now Layla here has to come in with the news about Jesse having an affair looming over her head. But she's decided that she wants to talk to Jesse first. After all, this is a huge deal that could tear a family apart. So okay, all through this season and all through the other seasons, there are these influencer events that they all go to, and at this first one, Layla pulls Jesse aside to drop the news.
So I met with Marciano and he told me that you guys have been having an affair the past couple months.
Well, Jesse starts to break down and says it's true. The two kissed twice and had an emotional affair. But her husband Jordan knows all about it and they've been trying to work through it quietly without all the noise from outside their marriage. However, Layla goes, Marciano didn't say you guys just kissed. No.
Are you kidding me? He said we had sex?
Yes.
Oh my hell, I can't.
So Jesse denies this, and the two decide it's a good idea to call Marciano, who explains why he thinks they had sex, and oh, this is only 15 minutes into episode 1, and it's already getting weird.
I remember I took a Cialis, and I remember I had my shorts. But okay, whatever you say.
Okay, so I had to censor that part out because sometimes the YouTube bot is really aggressive with what they'll allow, especially when it comes to content like that. But if you want to know what he told Jesse and Layla, well, essentially he said,
I have arrived
In my pants.
and when he said that, I was like, huh? Did the man not remember or something? Did he black out? He just woke up with the Cialis missing from his medicine cabinet and some sticky shorts and went, I can put 2 and 2 together. together. Well, Jessie is now determined to prove her innocence, and this is the driving force of the first half of the season. I mean, they do hit up a bunch of events and there are some side quests here and there, but this scandal is the main thing, at least for right now. So first up, Jessie now has to break the news to pretty much everyone, as this is about to get out there, and that includes telling her husband Jordan here that, well,
honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Then it's time to tell her friends Michaela and Macy, and gosh, Michaela seems so sad to learn that her friend is wrapped in a dramatic cheating scandal that could ruin her life.
I still just don't have words. Don't have words.
Plus, like 5 seconds after they leave, these two immediately get to gossiping.
Well, I'm like, I was with her the whole time in the actual villa.
She's really good at like acting like nothing's wrong.
She did leave a lot to get like pretzels and a Coke. She was like, I'm gonna get pretzels. I'm gonna go get a Coke.
She's like, I'm gonna shit.
And I was like, I know you're not eating that much.
And then even Demi finds out and starts texting people asking to talk. So the group is even more on edge because they think there's a mole amongst them feeding information to Demi. All the while, Jessie's husband Jordan is spiraling. Cause everyone, and I mean everyone, at least in the Momtok world, is gossiping about them now, and Jessie's still going to these events and engaging in drama while Jordan feels like she should be focusing on keeping their marriage afloat. So he storms out of one of these events and the two have a fight where they ultimately decide that they're going to separate, or at least have a 90-day trial separation. Which is probably not going to go well considering the first event that they have together since making this decision. Jessie shows up to tell the other ladies that she's got some receipts. Receipts which are her texts with Marciano.
And he said, well, no, haha, but you are my sugar mama. I can't stop thinking about your vagina. I f***ed up and want redemption.
Ew, what a nasty ass human.
So Jessie feels like all of this proves that they didn't go the full distance, cause if they did, Marciano would have known all about her more private details.
The real question is, do you think you can handle me? And I said, I'm not sure. I want to find out. I hate myself. He said, so you think you're ready to dive into the deep end? And I said, well, what do you mean by that? He said, I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious about your recent surgery as well. I definitely want to try it out.
And all while this is happening, Jordan is like just over there. He's right nearby, within earshot. Not to mention, all the other women are forced to listen to this stuff, which they absolutely do not want to hear. Still, this does add a great deal of reasonable doubt to whether or not Marciano was telling the truth. And Macy here decides that she's gonna get down to the bottom of it. And so she goes with Michaela to meet up with Marciano and hear directly from him. And first, they actually press him on his time with Demi. Cause if you missed it from last season, this whole affair happened while a bunch of them were on a trip to Italy, and Demi was also there. And most people thought it was Demi who might have cheated with Marciano, and lo and behold...
Did you guys kiss?
You and Demi.
Alright, good. It happened.
Marciano says he kissed Demi as well, and that no, he didn't have sex with Jessie, he was just pressured into saying he did.
So did Demi tell you to say that you slept with Jessie, since you're saying she told you what to say to Layla?
Yeah.
Well.
The plot thickens.
I was like, dude, I don't feel good about this. And she's like, no, like you need to double down.
So Marciano says he was mad at Jessie and Demi was promising to bring him on the show with her, but now not even she is on the show. And yeah, these two rush to call Jessie and Layla and tell them all about the news, and they're freaking out going, wow, Demi was doing that to her once best friend? The audacity of it all, especially after she called out Taylor last season like...
If I was watching someone treat my friend and talk to, knowing the type of person I am, I would be defending each and every single one of you.
But right, there is of course yet another influencer event, and this time the group is mortified to learn that Demi just flew in on her broomstick. Oh, and Layla here was one of the few people still kinda cool with Demi, but now, nope, she's giving Demi the stink eye going,
I know what you did last summer.
What the hell?
When she said
What are you doing?
I don't...
You don't what? Why are you being so bitchy to me right now, though? Instead of having a cordial conversation as my friend.
So Layla tells Demi about what Marciano said, and Demi pulls out her phone with the receipts from Marciano's texts, all the while Layla's going, I have seen way too many text messages from Marciano in these past 2 days. But Demi goes, look here, I told him not to go through with it, which, okay, is still kind of incriminating because that just means you were planning to go through with it at one point and you backtracked at the end. Or you just said that to cover up your tracks. Anyway, they call Jessie and Jessie hangs up the moment she hears Demi's voice, so Demi starts going,
Okay, I'm gonna go do a live actually and tell everyone about Jessie.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Tell her.
Demi, shut the up. No, you're not. Demi, what the
But then the producers rush in and shut that down real quick because apparently Demi signed an NDA. Alright though, at this point, Taylor comes back from her retreat and learns all about the drama. Oh yes, and everyone was trying to suss out that mole and they were all pointing at Miranda over here like,
Mole. Mole, 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 mole.
because she was still in contact with Demi, but after this latest news and how Demi reacted at the last event, Miranda is also done with Demi, so everyone's going, cool, you're back in Momtok, the vote is now official. And hey, look, that Momtok graphic is starting to fill back up again. Nature is healing. But of course, this calm isn't gonna last long, as Jessie decides she needs to talk to Marciano once again to gather further proof. Cause, you know, she fears Demi could be on the warpath now.
I know it sounds crazy, but I want both of us to take a lie detector test since Demi's still running her mouth.
If Jordan isn't aware, I think that'd be really on his end hurtful because it's so fresh.
For sure.
And we're now at the take a lie detector test level of crazy. So most everyone is thinking that this is a bad idea. I mean, Taylor's going, this man has proven to be a liar who's willing to ruin your life. Why are we bringing him back in? Plus, this could piss off Jordan. And when Taylor Frankie Paul is the sanest voice of reason in the group, you know things have really gotten out of hand. But okay, Jessie meets with Marciano and the man arrives with flowers. Flowers for her. And I'll be honest, at this point, I really couldn't focus on this scene as it was happening because I was just amazed that Marciano was able to coordinate outfits with the couch that they're sitting on. Ultimately though, Marciano agrees to take the lie detector test for Jessie, but it takes about an hour or two to get the results, so Jessie, again, brilliantly decides to invite Marciano to come have dinner while they wait for the results. And the vibe here is just, ugh.
What are you thinking?
I'm just staring at how beautiful you are.
Oh my god. Okay.
I haven't seen you.
Okay, Jessie, I think it's probably time to leave at this point. But no, Jessie continues on, even asking Marciano to describe how passionate his kiss with Demi was.
Was there any
More than a peck. More than a peck.
More than a peck?
Was it like ours?
And Taylor over here is going, what in the spooky Mormon hell is going on here? But okay, then the results come in and it's revealed that no one had sex with anyone in this situation, but sexual touching on the other hand?
Inconclusive.
Wait, what?
And then Jessie fails more questions, like whether she lied about the Marciano situation at all, or if she's ever told any lies about Demi, and we just get a string of...
What? What?
Jessie.
What?
But then Jordan, her husband, calls, and she runs right out of there away from Marciano, but...
We had to wait to get the results. It took like an hour and a half to get them.
You're at dinner with him right now. Don't you think you should have told me you were going to dinner with him?
So Jordan is pissed, and Taylor's still thinking, something's missing here. So she gathers all the ladies once more to say, Jessie, it's time to tell the whole truth, 'cause at least then we can help you. And it's here where Jessie reveals that Jordan has actually been emotionally abusive for a while, like before the affair.
Like it was a constant control. There's so many things I wasn't allowed to do, and if I did, it would be a fight. I didn't do anything right. Parenting, laundry, housework.
Which is
but I was
crazy,
doing
'cause
it
I'm
all.
like,
And through all of this, Jessie is the main breadwinner. She runs her salon business and does Momtok. But Jessie goes to meet with her husband to talk it all out, and Jordan is, well, really upset.
Our kids are gonna grow up with their mom being a cheater in life to the entire world because he had to go and make those accusations. This is exactly exactly why I've treated you the way that I've treated you is the lack of accountability that you've had.
So yeah, this is not good. But with them all being connected to the Mormon church, there's a lot of pressure to stick things out. Meanwhile, Jordan has put together a barbecue to try and share his side of things with Dad Talk and Mom Talk, a barbecue that Jesse is also not invited to, so a lot of the women are there ready to defend Jesse, especially after the emotional abuse accusations. So now, Mom Talk is back in more drama and things are rough, no matter how hard they pray for it.
May Mom Talk and Dad Talk get along forever, amen.
Do we get along though?
And yeah, this is where I've ended things for now. I'll be back next week to finish this off, and if the preview for what's ahead is any indication,
She's actually dead to me.
the rest of the season's going to be immediately ridiculous too. So that's it for this video on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 3, Part 1. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
What? Jesse? What?
I feel so much better about myself.